Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy C Double G, and today we in the PTR, baby. And I'm also going to teach you guys how to get your weapons to 625. Actually, all your gear, not just your weapons, to 625. Mind you, mine is only at 612, but you know, getting to 625 takes a lot of work. In this video, I'm going to teach you the best way to do it, how to do it, and what you need to do it. Alright, in order to increase any part of your gear to level 625, you're going to need Umbral Shards. You insert Umbral Shards into whichever gear you want to increase, and it'll level up however many levels depending on how many shards you have. Now you get these shards one of three ways. You get them from the expedition mutations, opening gypsum cast, and then crafting 600 gear score items. Now I don't know how well crafting 600 gear score items is because you can't test that in the PTR. We don't have like the trophies or the town buffs and stuff like that to get gear score 600, but I did do both of these methods, and I'll tell you right now, they are right. Expeditions are going to be by far the fastest and most efficient way to get these Umbral Shards. Alright, so let's dive in and see how many of these Umbral Shards we get doing these separate activities. Let's start out with the gypsum cast. So I went ahead and got a gypsum orb, and then I decided to get the fire staff cast. My fire staff was over 600 already, it was 612, and I wanted to see if the cast was going to give me something that was higher than 600. Spoiler alert, it did not, but it did end up giving me 19 Umbral Shards, which is significantly less than an expedition, but getting some of these gypsums are very easy to do on a daily basis, so it's always good to get a couple of extra Umbral Shards, especially if you don't have a mutation tuning orb for that week or anybody to run the dungeon with. So yeah, definitely worth doing a couple of these gypsum casts. But now let's dive into the expedition rewards that you get when completing a mutation. Alright, this is us at the end of a tier 2 mutation from the Dynasty dungeon. We ended up getting 70,000 points at the end of it. We completed all the challenges that we needed to complete, got all the multipliers, except for I think 1 or 2. And we ended up getting 60 Umbral Shards, and then the item that you need to get to the next difficulty, which is tier 3. This took us 34 minutes to do, which probably could have done faster if we like sped run it. But yeah, that's, you know, the time it takes to do about 2 outpost rushes to get that gypsum. So, I mean, as the dungeons get more difficult, the more Umbral Shards that you'll receive. But this was the max that you can get at the tier 2 level of Dynasty mutation. So now here's the next question, is pretty much how many Umbral Shards do you need to get to 625 from 600? Well, the answer is 9,164. Yep, some people think it's way less, and I'm telling you, they're wrong. So at first, you know, it scales by 1, right? 1 shard, 1 level, easy. Then for 2 levels, you add an extra two shards. So for level 1 is 1, level 2 is 2, level 3 is 3. Level 4 you add 4. Level 5 you add 5. Level 6 you add 6. But you add 8 to get to level 7. This is where things start to change. Now from 7 to 8, you add 10 now. And at 8 to 9, you add 15. And from 9 to 10, you add 20. And it keeps scaling per level. Now, there's this Reddit post that I found that I'm pretty sure is just a data mine, and it tells you how it scales. So of course I'll put this chart in the description, but it tells you how it scales right here in this data mine. 600, it's 1. 601, it's 2. Or I'm sorry, 600, you need 1 to get to 601. Then 2 to get to 602, 3 to get to 603, 4, 5, 6. And this is where it shows you from 6 to 7, it's 8 and not 7. And then from 7 to 8 is 10, 15 from 8 to 9, 20 from 9 to 10. Just like in game, how it shows you, it's the same way. And then it scales even higher. From 11 to 12 is 35. From 12 to 13, it's 50, right? And you can see how high this gets. So from level 20 to 21, you need 700. And from 21 to 22, you need 1,000. And then to get from 23 to 24, you need 1,900. And to get to level 25, you need 2,500 at level 24. So all together, this adds up to 9,164. That's how many you're going to need to get one item from level 600 to level 625. And then to do that for all of your gear that you have on, which is 10 slots, you need 91,640. So yeah, we're going to be putting in a lot of work if we want to get that high level to be able to complete the harder mutations. But I'm going to continue to grind these expeditions and try to get to as high of a tier as possible to see how many Umbral shards we can actually get and how efficient they can actually be. I'm thinking grinding the lower tiers will be the way to go though, at least until you get higher gear score overall. And yeah, that's how you get to gear score 625. You have to get Umbral shards from expedition mutations, gypsum cast, and from crafting 600 gear score gear. You need over 9,000 shards to fully level up one piece of gear, and it's going to be a grand old time to get all 91,000 shards for a full set. So if you like this video and found it helpful, make sure you drop a like button down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about this system, please feel free to ask me down there in the comments. Or just let me know what you think of this system. Do you think you're gonna like it? Do you think it's gonna be too grindy? I think it's gonna be very grindy. Let me know what you think. And for more helpful videos like this, make sure you hit that sub button. I'm gonna be trying to grind as much as I can to give you guys as much information on this January update as I can. But anyways, it's been your boy C double G, and I hope y'all have a dope ass day. Deuces.